I'm Russell Todd, connector with IndieCube around South Wales, into the West Country in England as well. This is me out and about in Merthyr Tydfil. We're in Dic Penderyn Square, famous Red House, formerly the Town Hall for Merthyr, where Keir Hardie, the first Labour MP, was elected and spoke to his constituents. Places like Merthyr itself matters to IndieCube. We want to be here. So I've been out and about this morning connecting with a few people from local authority.
I think what we ain't short on is the right kind of flexible working space and someone to manage that. We've got our own properties that address business needs, such as the Orbit, the Enterprise Centre, and things our partners deliver. But it's just not enough. There's those people that need kind of those special spaces, so like the maker spaces we were talking about. The number of people who've asked for like commercial kitchens, workshop space. We just can't facilitate that at the moment, and that's something like a gap that we need to kind of plug. We've got the demand, we just can't provide the solution.
But it's important as well that we're able to emphasise that there is this demand, there are the ideas, there's the enterprise, there's the drive, there's the vision then. These are the sort of roles and the sort of enterprises that are going to help keep wealth in towns like Merthyr. If we can identify more of these spaces, particularly if it's via our IndieCube X approach and the model, where yes, we're helping people manage their own and provide their own co-working spaces or maker spaces, then it's just, again, keeping more people local. They've then got more time to do the things that matter to them, rather than commuting and sitting on trains and sitting in traffic. There's an environmental dividend. It's a win-win for people. About to speak to a guy called Mark Evans. Mark is quite prominent to people who have an interest in Welsh football. Mark works for the Football Association of Wales. He's involved with Merthyr Town and the Supporters Trust that owns that club, that runs that club. Mark is someone I want to be an ambassador for a venture that I set up, and I am very fortunate to be able to develop with the basic income opportunity that IndieCube affords me as a member of staff. So that venture is called Valley's Ale Trails, and essentially does what it says on the tin. It's about developing and promoting tours and trails around some of the pubs across the rich canvas that the Valleys offers, from the Aman over in the west, over to sort of Blaenavon and Bryn Mawr and Blaen y Gwent in the east, maybe even over into the Usk Valleys of Monmouthshire. And it's important we've got people local in each of those areas who can help kind of promote it for us. So I'm going to meet Mark to discuss some of that role, because Mark's really well connected, really kind of high profile, very literate as well in terms of social media and digital platforms, which I think is important because that's a key kind of marketing channel for us. This is Mark Evans. Many ways, Mr. Merthyr Tydfil. We want to be in Merthyr. There is enterprise here, there is creativity, there's a real kind of vibrant spirit, there's loads of stuff going on. Merthyr Rising was, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, Merthyr Rising, great festival, amazing festival, which also uses, one thing Merthyr Rising is great about is actually right in the town centre. It's on Penderyn Square, just brings the town to life. It was an amazing festival. I think the Alarm finished it off this year. I was away, sadly. But I mean, that's part of a vibrant Merthyr. I mean, the crown of the bottom of town, bands on every night.
There's a new brewery opened up down there, I hear.
Yeah.
Two local brothers. It's the first brewery in the town itself.
That's right.
For quite a while, apparently, I hear. And IndieCube want to kind of tap into that. You know, it could be that there's other people who want to get into brewing, and we can provide some of the maker spaces available for that kind of micro enterprise.
There's enough talent here, but the support network is interesting because, of course, you get the brain drain because everybody goes to Cardiff, everybody goes somewhere, and ultimately, of course, if you're successful, you will leave. But you shouldn't leave. You shouldn't have to leave, in those early years.
Merthyr is relatively well resourced for startup space, for incubator space, for sort of test trading, for startup businesses, startup enterprises. What we're hearing is that there's not enough of the next sort of step. It's for those people that don't want to necessarily take on full leaseholds or certainly buy any premises for their business. They want to work in that co-working space, and there's definitely a gap there. There's lots of these empty retail units now. You know, retail is on the cusp of crisis, jobs being shared, shops being shut elsewhere. And I think what's interesting in terms of places like Merthyr, but not exclusively Merthyr, is the extent to which we can recreate other forms of use within town centres that traditionally they may have had around arts, culture, music, heritage. Can they be places for debate and discussion? We're just down from the Red House, from the library, the Red House being the former town hall. whether these things would have taken place. Because I'm not too sure there's a huge amount of retail coming back into these places because of the internet, because of the ways we shop. Interesting day. Been nice to have the company and the quizzical looks from people around and about as we're being filmed. Not done this too many times before, but it's been fun. Definitely, an appetite and a desire to work with us on the part of the local authority, providing co-working space. But more than that, we need to be in Merthyr. We need to be in towns like Merthyr